This is what conservatives do. This is what they've done ever since the Civil War. And remember, the conservatives were on the side of the South because they were the ones who were yelling and bitching and moaning and whining and complaining about the whole myth of states' rights, because they believed that states had the so-called rights to enslave people. States don't have rights. People have rights. States have powers. That being said, what these people have done is that they've always wanted to manufacture ways to arrest people. Look at the history of bans of loitering. So they couldn't just put black people to work in the plantations just because they were owned by people. So what you had to do is you had to manufacture ways to get them put into prison, so then they could do prison labor, and they could sell the prison labor back to the former plantation owners, so they could still work these people, but now they're just working them as, quote, criminals, but manufactured criminals, because there wasn't a crime like that before, so they had to make a new one up. So I'm wondering if the people in Alabama looked at this and said, maybe there's a certain type of people who would smoke the hemp products over smoking the other products, and as such we want to try and punish them as much as possible, because those are the people who we would normally have working in the fields in the Confederacy under slavery, and because we can't enslave them as normal, we need to then do other things, like, for example, create hemp as a Class C felony, even though THC is not, lock people up for it, and then get the people working in the fields back again. Because that's what ultimately conservatives do. That's what, the 13th Amendment did not ban all slavery. It only banned chattel slavery. If you're in prison, you can still be taken and be forced to work for slave wages as an enslaved person. They just need to find the right crime for those people that they want to enslave, to make sure that they're not hitting up the other people. It's why we've seen, for example, for the longest time, at least until some on the left tried to fix it, crack cocaine having a much harsher penalty than regular cocaine for the same goods, for the same amount of drug. It's just if it's presented differently, it was made into a harsher drug. So maybe that's what's going on here as well. And don't forget that. So because these people want you to forget our history, because they don't like you learning about our history. Because to them, anything that they learn, that people learn, that shows our country in a bad light is somehow unpatriotic. But, their country is the Confederacy anyway, so I don't know why they would be worried about how the United States is, viewed in the realm of the history of this country. But then again, what do you expect from people who will tell protesters in Los Angeles, if they love America, why are they flying Mexican flags, a country that still exists, whilst then also flying Confederate flags when they protest too? Because, as we say over and over again in this podcast, hypocrisy is a conservative prerequisite.